What's up, YouTube? This is Amanda. You are watching my net review. So today we are reviewing episode 2 of Locke and Key. And we're gonna get right into it. Okay, we ended episode 1 with the whole mirror thing. The mother went in the mirror and then she forgot about the magic and all that.
Want some syrup?
And now we begin episode 2 with the kids all confused as how the heck she forgot so quick. Bodhi knows everything, okay? Kenzie is just like, Mom, how you don't remember? But Bodhi is like, duh, only kids could get into Narnia. Like, he just knows everything. He was ready for this world. He is on top of it. Okay, the next part where Tyler is telling Bodhi he's not responsible enough to hold the keys and that they should hold the keys and he already lost one and blah, blah, blah. Little does he really know how right he is. Because, like, I hope this is something that they really incorporate in season 2, that they have to be more responsible with who they allow to hold those keys. First off, the only people that should hold the keys is the family members. As soon as they found out that she couldn't take the keys from the family members, that should have been that. For the people who didn't see the first video, spoiler alert, we have already seen this show and we are reviewing it from what we've seen. So if you haven't seen it, click right out and go watch it and then come back. Okay, so what I was saying, yeah, I hope that in season 2 they're more careful with who they allow to hold these keys, and they realize that you can't just, like, I feel like only the family members should have the keys because she can't take the keys from the family members. If she can take the key from you, why should you be holding a key? And I feel like that's the biggest mistake that Rendell made, was bringing his friends in on it. I understand you want your friends in and we're all friends. But at that time, I guess it wasn't nothing because they didn't have the little monster thing. They didn't know about the monster thing at all. Because this thing just popped up when Ellie retarded ass went and awokened it. So they didn't know all about, you know, that the keys can't be taken from anybody who's not family. They didn't have these issues. They came across the issue, they killed it, got rid of it, and left. So I see why he did things the way he did it. But with these kids, knowing the issue and knowing what they got against them, and knowing he can't take the keys from them. They know this, and that should be all they need to know. We're the only ones that hold these keys. Nobody else. That's just how it should be.
Okay, so there's this one where this lady just wandered in and she went nuts. All right, she's like a vegetable now. Lives in an insane asylum.
This is where I don't get where they try to take this, because they be, it's like it's new school, but it's not. Because all of the new school kids Google. All of them are always on the internet. I'm always Googling. Like, you tell me something about the place that I live in, something that happened there that should be big news, I'm Googling it. You said who did what here and they in what asylum? Cause that's just me. Like, I've done it. Somebody told me someone died in my apartment before, a long time before I moved there. I was like, really? I didn't find nothing, but it's like, why they didn't think to look that up then? I'd looked it up right there in the car on the way to school, because that's just me. I'd been in the car like, oh shit, look, he's right. Look at this lady. That's just me. I'm back to Tyler and his piece of shit sometimes ass. Because this boy, he had no problem running along to go and privately tell the one little girl that nothing happened between him and Eden. but he can't go and tell his little friends that he just went in and told, you know, the little lie to. You can't go tell them. You couldn't tell them that, but you run right off to go tell her and whisper it at the table. You know, nothing happened. You sad. You sad. This is what I be mean with these teenagers. And the teenagers did it when I was younger. They do it now. Like, they always try to impress their friends so much. And I teach my son not to give a shit what his friends care or think. Because at the end of the day, if you have to be a different person than who you are for your so-called friends to accept you, maybe you should think about if that's a real friendship. And I like that Tyler eventually he does put that into perspective, and he stopped hanging out with those kids, because it's like, they want me to do some crazy shit just to be cool, and I'm not gonna pretend. Like me, I would have told them flat out, like, this ain't me. Because sometimes you get cool people that'll be like, alright, you don't gotta do exactly what we do, but you know, you're still cool. We will fuck with you. But some people, you know, they'll just be like, you can't rock, you can't hang, you out. So, okay, I'm out. I'm happy with that. Like, it's one or the other, but you gotta keep it real. Keep it real with people. Let them know, like, I don't do what y'all do, okay? And then there was Elias. Her ass coming over to the damn house with a bottle of vodka or whatever. Us all who, you know, we seen it. If you here, you already seen the show. So we know what the liquor's about. We know what she was trying to do with that. She was trying to test her to see if she knows about the magic in the house. Because if she don't drink, she don't know. So there's a lot of bad parenting going on over here. I just need to call this out. It's some bad parenting. Because how do you let your special needs child play with bear traps? That's my question. How does that happen? Like, I'm not even gonna ask how they got the bear trap, because, you know, the area, and I don't know. I don't want to know. I just know that boy shouldn't even have no bear trap in his possession, in the area where he could reach to it. They are trying to let their kids get killed. This is what I be talking about. And then when their kids end up killed, all they gonna do is sit there and cry and and then ACS ain't gonna come take the rest of their kids like they do with ours. If ours get a little bit of bleach in their face, like, oh no, that's not gonna happen. Oh, she just didn't know. She was just... That child shouldn't be playing with a bear trap. And if we're gonna keep it a whole buck, Bodie would have been dead and gone in real life. Let's be real. Let's be real. That little boy opening that bear trap. First off, he don't get the strength. Because it's a TV show. He aight. But if that was a real kid his age trying to open that bear trap, it'd have been like Rufus said, you could lose a hand or others of your fingers. I just love how Rufus says, I'm a great worker. Like, he declared that shit. Like, just so you know, Kenzie is in the cafeteria. We got another ain't shit brother moment. And she see her brother come in the cafeteria, and she waved to him. And that boy acted like he didn't see her and walked off. I was gonna cry with her. I was right. We were right here. I was gonna cry. How dare he? He needs lessons on Big Brotherism. Like, I just feel like if y'all are the only two there that know each other, y'all should have that. That should be your bond. Like, my mother always told me, even though, you know, when you little, you and your siblings don't fucking get along. Everybody knows that. But my mother always told me, like, y'all got each other if y'all don't got nobody else. Like, y'all supposed to have each other. Y'all gotta have each other's back and all that. And when you're a kid, you don't really care to even pay attention to it or even know what the fuck she really talking about. But, like, as an adult, I understand it 100%. But I also understand as an adult, you can't really make kids do that. Because I tried with mine. These kids do not be wanting to unite. It's not a game. Like, my son, he'll fight for his sisters. It's not, he has that in him. That strong family tie is in him. He don't play about his family. But my daughters, they be like, fuck him, fuck her, fuck them, I don't care. When Bodhi is at the store and he's trying to get the key to check the wild lady or whatever, and the guy had turned around and he seen this when he first realized how the head key works. And first let me mention, the head key is like one of my favorites. Like, are you serious? I love that key. Like, that's one of the keys that they shouldn't have hid in the house. They should have kept, one of them should have had that key, because that's an important key. Like, you know, you don't need everybody over here going in everybody's head. But, like, the way that the Kenzie and Tyler was, like, scared of it at first, not me. I'd have been just like Bodhi. But it didn't me next. Because I can't wait to see what's in this thing. Like, are you serious? Yes. I'm going to put some things in. I'm going to take some things out. Immediately, I'm organizing it. Yes. Give me the head key. But, when he's at the store and the guy had turned around, he first realizes how it works. Whenever he's seen the little key slide, and he's trying to stick it in there. For the first time I saw it, son was telling me, I was just telling him, like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Like, he was just... First off, I didn't know at that time, your first time seeing, you don't know that when he puts it in there, the guy is gonna be there. Like, he'd have seen that shit and be like, what the fuck? That's a big no. But without even knowing that part, it's like, you don't just go sticking keys in the random people. Like, come on, you invaded his privacy. I felt like he was invading his privacy, and I didn't even know what the key did at that point. I was just like, no, don't do it. So when Tyler's in the store with his so-called friends and they try to steal the beer and they knock over the old man and stuff, I feel like I hate when people try to do basically what this old guy tries to do. Like, when someone does something wrong to you and you can't get to that person, so you taking it out on anybody around or anybody that knows the person, that's cool, the person was with the person, anything like that, because you just want to see somebody get, you know, punished or whatever. It's not right. Like, Tyler wasn't even down with the bullshit they was doing. He was there, and then all of a sudden shit started happening, but he wasn't down with that. He didn't even participate in it. He helps your ass off the floor, and you immediately think to spaz on him. Like, you know you was wrong. Oh man, stop it. But I am glad that Tyler, you know, came to his little senses and was like, you know, maybe I should try something different instead of trying to impress these little dickhead boys every minute. I done got in trouble with the girl that I think looked good already, trying to impress them. Got in trouble with my sister already, trying to impress them. And now I'm getting in trouble with the law. Come on, come on. It's somewhere we gotta draw the line. So this Demon Dodge, she's too much, yo. How the hell you go all over the world with his key, over here living your best life, eating everything, shopping everywhere, killing everybody. And you come back talking about, oh, I had the most wonderful day because of you. And all you got for him is a big ugly blue bear.
Bodhi, hi. Did you miss me? I had a really wonderful day because of you. It was so fun, even when you...
Truthfully, I feel like Kenzie's performance in that play was A1. I know y'all just gonna be like, I just like her acting and I'm like, cause I keep giving her the A1s, but I don't care. She was A1. And I feel like the worst part of that little play actually was Gabe's retarded looking lobster costume and like how fake it looked when he popped the head off. Like, that just looked retarded. They needed to redo that. They actually should have had Scott in the picture because that whole dummy thing looked fake as hell. They should have had him in the picture and then cut to do the head spot. In fact, they didn't even really have to cut for that. They really didn't even have to cut to do, like, they could have just had Scott in the picture and then like around when the thing come and cut his head. And there's plenty of ways to have the thing spread the flake blood all over him and then cut, boom, put the dummy in and pop the dummy head off. Boom, cut back. And it's a way they could have did a little 3D motion and made it look like, you know, his head was in. There's other ways they could have did that. That's what I'm saying. That was the worst part of it. Kenzie's performance was great. She came in, oh, I think I put so much butter on the popcorn. She was doing good. And even though she didn't scream, that it made the performance way better. The way that she was showing real trauma that she actually had. Like, hello, that is a fucking A1 performance right there. That was real trauma, and she took it and put it into the play. Y'all got A1 steak sauce from this girl. Like, not everybody screams when they in trauma. So the way her face looked, it was perfect. She played it perfect. I loved it. When Uncle Duncan is talking about like how he feels about not being able to remember a large part of his childhood, when he's talking to the mother about it, I felt so bad for him. Because you can see a moment where, like, at first he was, like, trying to brush it off. Like, I guess that's what came natural to him, brushing it off when people talk about Key House. Because he probably doesn't even know why. But it's something that he just came natural for him to do. So, at first he's just like, yeah, okay, I didn't know about it. And then when she really gets to, like, how could you not know you were here? And he really, you could see him really sit and think about it. And he's like, you know what? I really don't.
Honestly, I don't know why I don't remember. It's like that whole time period just rubbed out. I don't really understand it.
I don't remember a bunch of stuff. And, like, It's crazy, but you can tell it bothers him, but he tries not to let it, because what can you do about memories that you can't remember? Like, you can't do anything much about it except go get hypnotism and stuff. It bothers him, and I felt bad for him, but at the same time, it's kind of best that they took his memories, because he wouldn't have wanted to remember seeing his brother kill his best friend. Like, that's not something you want to remember, and he wouldn't have understood it. They couldn't have really explained it to him well enough. Like, it was easier. When Kenzie came in the house covered in blood, oh my goodness, because I'm a mama. I got kids in high school. My child, I would have lost it. I'd have been like, oh my, this ain't Carrie. What the fuck they did to you? I will burn that shit down. Do you think I won't? Do you think I... Try me. But with all that blood on over her, I would have lost it too. Like, oh my God, what happened to my baby? Next, Bodhi uses the head key, and that's how we end the episode with the best part. I freaking love that head key. I really do. And that's a wrap for episode 2 review of Locke and Key. Come back for the episode 3 review whenever I get it done.